Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for the 5 days FDP on topic of robotic and AI organized by the Mahaguru Institute of Technology in association with Pencil Bits. It's my great pleasure for me to introduce our today's speaker, Professor Dr. Anwar Bhaskar. He is working as Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science Engineering, Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. He has obtained his BE degree from Anna University, Chennai, and he has obtained his ME degree from Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institution, University, Chennai. He has obtained his PhD in Computer Science from Savita Institution of Medical and Technical Science, Chennai, and he has many certifications like Microsoft Certified Azure Fundamentals, AWS Certified Cloud Partitioner, IBM Certified Database Fundamentals. He has more than 15 plus years teaching experience, and he has around 2 years of industrial working experience. He has published papers in various international conference and peer-reviewed national and international journals. He has authored a textbook, Cloud-Based Secure Management. He has a doctoral committee for 3 PhD in Amrita Vishwapida, Chennai. Currently, he is working in multi-cloud store, big data analytics, and cybersecurity. He has visited many countries like UAE, Thailand, and Afghanistan, and he has published 12 journals, 7 conference, and 5 patents published. And welcome you, sir.
Welcome, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, it is audible, sir, and your screen is also presenting, sir.
Yeah, shall I start now?
Yes, sir, you can start, sir.
The screen is visible, right? Now? Full screen
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll start. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the today's lecture on Big Data Analytics in Robotics and Automation. I am Dr. Anwar Bhaskar. I am going to deliver on this particular exciting topic for you people. As you know that we are in the revolution of Industry 4.0. Robotic and automation is transforming the industry, especially and revolutioning the way how they are doing their normal activities to increase the productivity and efficient way to deliver the product to the end user. This transformation always generate huge volume of data. This data need to be processed. That's why how we can incorporate big data analytics to unlock the insights from the data which is generated from the various sources while the Industry 4.0 revolution. This particular big data analytics helps organizations to enable them to optimize their day-to-day processes, improve the efficiency, and drive the innovation towards to give better user or customer experience. In the world of, as you know that, in the world of robotics and automation, big data analytics is not a simple buzzword. It's completely like a game changer for them. By analyzing the data whichever available from the sensors, the various sources like logs and external and internal data sources, we can able to predict the maintenance needs of the machineries, optimize the supply chains, and even we can able to improve the product quality. Through this lecture, what I'm going to explore, people, how we can use big data analytics in robotics and automation, and what are the tools and techniques and application of this particular big data analytics field. And I'm going to show you one simple case studies how we can implement big data analytics in robotics and process automation. Let me start with the definition of the data. So what is data? As you know that data is completely a collection of facts. You know what the facts won't convey anything to you people. And we can consider any kind of figure as a data or any statistics that gather and analyze to extract some insights. Okay, even you can able to consider images, audio, any other representation, because data is a basic fundamental block for information and knowledge. Now, if I want to extract some meaningful insights from the data need to be consistent. You know what? Always, if I'm talking about the data, the quality of a data is so critical. why? Because we are gathering the data from various sources. Because of this reason, the data may be incomplete, inconsistent, which cannot able to give some hidden patterns from that. So what do we need to do? We have to gather a data. So the quality of the data should be good. So how we can do it? So the high quality data is so accurate, so consistent, and it's complete. And this type of data which can help you to identify the trends and patterns, and with the help of that we can able to make predictions, and we can able to take a proper decision, so that we can able to optimize the processes and increase the performance. This particular operation which will allow us to do introduce innovation in our organization to provide better customer experience. So in the context of robotics and automation, so the data is very crucial because we are gathering from various sources. So this particular data analyzed using various techniques and tools that help us to extract valuable insights, and which will help us to improve the performance of the robots and automated system in an organization. Let me come to the categories of the data. Data is categorized into generally categorized into two. One is qualitative. I mean, qualitative means the text, images, video, etc. Okay, which will help us to describe the characteristics, properties, and attributes of the particular thing. Next one is quantitative. Quantitative, if I'm speaking about quantitative, it's none other than the numbers, metrics, these all things. This help us to measure the quantities, amounts, and frequencies of a certain thing. Now, generally, the data can be organized into three ways. One is structured, another one is unstructured, third one is semi-structured. Structured is completely organized, formatted, and easily searchable, because the data is organized in the form of rows and columns, which will be look like a table. We can able to easily search the information from that particular structured data. The best example for that structured data is your spreadsheets, databases, and these kind of things. Unstructured data is none other than unorganized, raw fact, or difficult to search. Let me say our social media feeds, images, PDFs, and these kind of things. How can we extract some meaningful insights? That's why the extracting the meaningful insights, I mean the hidden patterns or the trends, which can not be easily extract from unstructured data, since it is complex, since it is so raw, and moreover it is difficult to search. So what do we need to do? We have to apply here big data analytics, because by applying big data analytics tools and techniques, we can able to extract more and more meaningful insights from these kind of data. Now let me start with unstructured data. We can gather the unstructured data from various sources like the forms, images, audio, movies, and your social media feeds, these kind of things. Semi-structured data, it's a combination of structure and structure. It's none other than the XML files, the JSON data. JSON data is nothing but JavaScript object notation data. So what is meant by JSON? So we must know what is JSON particularly. It is coming under the category of unstructured. So if I'm talking JavaScript object notation, it's a popular type of data format. Why we are using this particular JSON format is it allows us to exchange and storing the data in the form of human readable. So why it is used in data exchange? Because it is lightweight, and it is not following any, it is not dependent on any particular language. So this particular data format which allow it to interchange, to easy to read and write. So what are the things available in this particular JSON type of data is, it consists of objects. Okay, like objects means it is a combination of key value pairs. Okay, next one is we can able to store multiple collection of values, which is none other than the arrays. And also we can store the data like strings, numbers, boolean, in these are all things in the form of values. So these all things which will help us to produce semi-structured data. So where we use this particular JavaScript object notation data, So you know what, if you want to exchange the data between the servers and clients, so we can use JSON in web APIs, application programming interfaces. Next, while we are working with the NoSQL databases like MongoDB, Couchbase, and Cassandra, these kind of databases uses JSON. Next one is, for example, if you want to store some configuration files, if you want to store some user logs or user data, these all things also uses JSON. Next, if you want to transfer the data, I mean exchange the data between different kind of systems, services, and application, that time also we can able to use JSON data. So JSON data, why we are using in big data analytics, it's so flexible and easy to process format. That's why it used in big data analytics for storing and transmitting the data from various sources. So what are the types of JSON data we can able to use in our big data analytics? So you know what, the log files, sensor data, social media feeds, IoT devices data, web application. By using this particular JSON data, you can able to process the data in big data analytics, and you can able to analyze large volume of data from the different variety of sources that help us to gain valuable insights and diving into the informed decision. As you know that 80% of the enterprise information, I mean an organizational information, is completely unstructured. So in our real world, 20% of the organizational information is only structured. Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So what are the data sources we can able to use it for collection of the data for big data analytics? As I told you already, human input in the form of while you are entering into the forms and other kind of stuff. So I forgot to mention social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. These kind of comments, review statements, and other kind of stuff we can collect for gaining some meaningful insights. Next one is the IoT devices, which collects the data from the sensor. Sensor data is nothing but the camera data, GPS trackers data, smart home devices data, your wearable smart watches data. These are all coming under the category of sensor data. Next one is digital devices data. So digital devices data like photos, videos, CCTV footage, medical images. These are all coming under this category of digital data. The next one is your social media and website data. As I said, website data is we can able to extract, I mean we can able to collect from the sources in the form of JSON data or XML files. That will help us to do some meaningful insights. Social media data, whichever which we can use it for meaningful insights, so that we can able to do. In robotics and process automation, they use industrial data, especially the manufacturing sensors, SCADA systems, industrial automation in devices, which will help us to collect for gathering, which will help us to gather for gaining some meaningful insights. So let me talk about what is big data. So from the name itself, you can able to say that it's extremely big. So big data, it's quite large. Okay, we can't able to say that this is this much amount of time. You know what, in Facebook, uh, every 1 hour some millions of photographs, especially now people are not using Facebook much. Now people are started to use Instagram. You know what, in Facebook, millions of photograph images upload by the users of the Facebook every 1 hour. So this, why they are uploading these all things, we can, with the help of that, we can able to use it for so many things. Big data, as I said, it's large in size and very complex, but we cannot able to extract anything from this kind of data by using our traditional techniques and processing. So what do we need to, because why it is so tough, because we can't able to analyze anything from the big data, because it is huge in size. The traditional data management tool techniques, statistics, which cannot help us to identify something due to the size, variety, and the data generation speed. Okay, so now If I'm talking about the big data, how can I extract some meaningful insights that which will be helpful for my organization to do some decision making process and improve the efficiency? So that's why I need to design, I need to use the techniques and tools which will specially designed for big data analytics, like machine learning algorithms. I can able to use some data mining techniques which can help me to gather some meaningful insights. How can I use data mining in big data? The question may be in your mind. What is how can we use big data analytics? I mean, how can I use data mining in big data analytics? Because data mining is a different crucial step in big data analytics, because it is going to discover, data mining help us to discover patterns, relationship and insights, okay, from the large volume of data. So this also known as KDD, knowledge discovery in particular databases. So what are the techniques we can able to use? Data mining techniques we can use in big data analytics is, the first one is exploratory data analytics. So exploratory data analysis, which will help us to understand the data distribution, quality and relationship. Okay, next one is we can able to use data mining techniques in big data analytics for pattern discovery. It is going to help us to identify the association, correlation and clusters among the data. Next, which we can use data mining for classification process, which will help us to predict the outcome based on the historical data. Next, we can use regression techniques in big data analytics for forecasting the continuous values. So next, we can able to use clustering. We can able which will help us to group the similar data points, which can help us to identify the hidden patterns. And we can able to use decision trees by creating tree-like models for prediction and classification. And moreover, by using data mining in big data analytics, we can able to introduce text mining, which will help us to extract the insights from the unstructured text data. So especially if I want to use data mining in big data, what are major thing help for the organization benefits? The first one is we can able to predict the customer behavior. Next, the organization can able to optimize their operations, traditional operation, into the optimized operational process. Next, the organization can able to identify the new business opportunities. Next, the organization can able to improve their decision making scenario. The organization can able to reduce the cost associated for their processes. And moreover, big data mining in big data analytics, which will help organization to provide enhanced customer experience. By applying these data mining techniques in big data, so the organizations can able to uncover the hidden patterns, the relationship and insights that help organization driving into the innovation and competitiveness. So what are the things, what are the four major processes involved in big data analytics? The first and foremost is capture. The capture is nothing but gathering the data from the various sources. So how we are already, I shared so many data sources. So here capture, which will help us to collect the data from various sources, that is also huge in size. Okay, that data is available in different forms and different structure. This particular, the first and foremost capture phase is so critical for the big data analytics process. Why? Because this is creates this help us to organization gather relevant information for the insights. So first here, what we need to do, we have to collect the data from various sources, like IoT devices, sensors, social media, and log information. Next, what we need to do after capturing, we have to integrate the data. Okay, so that data should be in unified view, I mean the uniform way. Then only we can able to go for data processing. The second step is data processing. Here, what we need to do, we have to go for cleaning process. That after cleaning the process, pre-processing, I mean I'm talking about here pre-processing, cleaning the data, transform the data and prepare the data for data analytics. Next, we have to go
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, am I audible?
Uh, Slides are not changing.
Ma'am, now I'm in big data analytics slide. Now,
No, it is in the first slide. We can view the first slide only.
no,
Now
ma'am.
it's okay.
Now I'm showing this one only. This slide. I'm in sixth slide. Now,
Okay, till now we are able to see only the first slide.
no,
Now
ma'am.
we can able to see.
No,
Now
ma'am, we
it's
can
showing. No,
see, you can able to sixty slide, ma'am.
maybe
Now it is
internet problem, ma'am. Maybe internet issue, ma'am.
now it is okay.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
So, data analysis phase is important phase in big data analytics. Why? Because this particular phase only the organization can able to process the data which they gather from the things. So what they have to do here they used to examine the data which they capture, that help them to extract some insights. Okay, this phase is so critical. Why? Because here only they are going to uncovering hidden value from the data which they gather from the things. And this particular phase which will
Sir,
help the organization for. Yes, ma'am.
sir, sorry for interrupting, sir. Again, I could not able to see the slides, sir.
Ma'am, I think from your end it's internet issue, ma'am. From my side it's showing only sixth slide, ma'am, correctly.
Okay,
Now
sir,
can
let
you?
me check.
No, I'm correctly showing sixth slide only, ma'am. Maybe your internet issue may be there. Shall I reshare it? Excuse me. Hello.
Okay, sir, it is now, it is okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Ah, no problem. For what about others? Others can able to see the sixth slide? Please respond.
Yes, so now we are able to see,
No, ma'am.
but
From my end, it's correct only. Due to some internet issue from your end, I think. This particular data analysis is what they use. Business organization, they're going to use some algorithms. That algorithm help the organization to obtain their expected result. So what are the things involved in this particular data analysis phase? So here, first they are going to use initial data analysis process. In this process, what they used to do, they are going to understand how the data is distributed. Okay, and they used to check the quality, and they are going to identify the relationship among the different data. Okay, afterwards they are going to do data transformation. Okay, that data transformation phase, what they are going to do, they are going to convert it into unified view. Okay, next they are going to identify the pattern, I mean pattern detection. So in this pattern detection, they are going to identify some meaningful patterns. This help us to find out the organization to do the betterment in the operation. Okay, so in this particular data analysis phase, what techniques they used to do is the descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics, what they used to do, they are going to summarize and describing the historical data. Okay, so what happened, why it was happened, in what situation it was happened, how to overcome it. They are going to summarize everything in neat manner. Next one is diagnostic analytics. So in diagnostic analytics, they are going to identify the causes, why it was happened, the reason behind in that happening. So everything they are going to identify. Next one is predictive. Your weather forecasting, how it's going to be happen in future, how it will be. So that predictive analytics also here involved. Next one is prescriptive analytics. So prescriptive analytics means it was happened. What is the recommendation for that? How we can overcome from that, overcome on that. So everything we can able to do it. So this particular analysis phase is so critical. That's why we have to apply so many things on single data. I mean, on a same type of data, we have to apply different types of analysis. Okay, so what are the tools and technologies we can able to use here in this particular data analysis phases? We can use big data processing. I mean, I told you the Hadoop, Spark, these kind of tools we can able to. I'm going to show you intro. I'm going to give you introduction on Hadoop and Spark in upcoming slides. So next we can use machine learning by applying machine learning algorithms to develop the predictive models. We can able to do it, and we can able to go for data visualization. After processing these all things, represent the data, whatever we identified. I mean, whatever insights gained from that process, we are going to visualize it in prescribed format. Okay, so that this particular insights which can help organization to go for better business decision, and they can able to improve their operations, day-to-day operation, and they can able to enhance their user experience, I mean customer experience. Now can you able to see the characteristics of big data slide? Excuse me, hello, can you able to
So we
see
are
the
able to see
characteristics
the
of big
sixth
data
slide
analytics
only.
slide? Huh?
Sixth slide only, sir.
No, ma'am. Now I'm in seventh slide, ma'am. Now,
But we are not seeing that, sir.
now, ma'am.
Now we can see. Now we can see. There is some problem in changing the slide, sir.
I think I don't want to show it in full screen. It seems. Shall I go ahead? Go ahead like this. If I go with slide view, no, it's creating problem. Now, can you able to see the seventh slide?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So, big data is having so many key attributes. Initially, the people used to say big data characteristics are 3 V's. Okay. Afterwards, they expanded into 5 V's. So the 5 V's are, you know what, velocity, volume, variety, veracity, and value. Volume is, let me start with velocity. Velocity is nothing but how we are going to process the data, okay, which is available in real time or near real time. So how we can able to gain or deliver timely decision making and insights. So these are all coming under velocity. Next one is volume, large volume of data, how we are handling for processing. So large volume of data, which is not in the form of petabytes, exabytes, this kind of amount of this volume of data, how we are going to handle. So big data allow us to handle even zettabytes of data also. Next, variety, different data, different forms of data. Okay, so this different forms of data adapts how the data is changing from one format to another format. Okay, next one is veracity. It is none other than the accuracy. Here we have to talk about the accuracy of the data and integrity of the data. So if your data is having noise and inconsistency, how we are using big data analytics for extracting some meaningful insights. Next one is the value. Even the organizations are spending crores of money, millions of money for gathering the data, big data, processing the data. You know what? Why they are giving this much importance? Why they are giving this much importance for the data? You know what? With the help of this big data analytics, we can able to gather some meaningful insights that help organization to go for better decision making and better user experience. That's why the organizations are giving much more importance for the data. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now, what are the importance of big data analytics? So we can use big data analytics for competitive advantages. So what is mean by competitive advantages? For example, you are running on company. Okay, so in that company you are providing certain services. Okay, by using big data analytics, you can able to extract many insights, so that help organization to do betterment. If you perform well in a market, automatically your company services will be highlighted by the end user to the others, the word of mouth feedback. Okay, so that competitive advantage we can able to extract. Why? Because if you incorporate big data analytics in your organization, automatically you can able to go for better innovation. You can introduce innovation. How can I provide better service to my customer? How can I provide better service to my stakeholders, I mean my clients? So this particular thing which will help organization to gain competitive edge in the respective market. Next one is cost reduction. So the organization, with the help of big data analytics, the organization can able to identify the domains or areas where they want to apply cost reduction. Okay, So if you concentrate on cost reduction, that help organization to increase the efficiency and profitability. Third one is better customer experience. By applying by applying big data analytics, organization can able to enhance the understanding of the customer behavior, preferences, the expectations, and the needs, that help organizations to provide their product or service to the end user based on their expectation. Next one is innovation and research. So if I'm talking about innovations and research, organization, they can able to concentrate on R&D, research and development, and how they can able to develop a new products or service to the end user, and how they can design their business model. Next one is informed decision making. So the data which we gather, that provide better insights, that enable the organization to go for better decision making, and which will help the organization to reduce the risk and improving the outcomes for the organization. Next up, fraud detections also, they used big data analytics. We can able to identify the any unwanted unnecessary things are happen. So how we can overcome it. So this fraud detection, what excuse me, this particular big data analytics help the organization to identify the frauds. So what was happened, by seeing the historical data, they can able to compare last month with this month, and they can able to predict. So any malicious thing happen, they can able to easily crack it from this. So storing the big data, we are going to use different tools and techniques for working with big data. So let me start with big Apache Hadoop. Okay, it is a completely open source framework, especially used for storing the data, processing and analyzing the data, which is huge in size, I mean large. Okay, so who created this one? The corporation called Apache, they have created. So here the Apache Hadoop, which provide scalability, okay, which provide flexibility, and it's running on clusters, it's running on our own hardware. So it's so cost effective, and moreover it's fault tolerant. Okay, why because it is completely open source. It's completely open source, so organization need not to invest on anything. So the organization feel free to work with this particular Apache Hadoop. Okay, so since it is store the data across the cluster, so that this can enable organization to recover from the failure. So next important thing is Apache Hadoop stores the data in different cluster. So this particular different cluster can able to go ahead with this one. And moreover, Apache Hadoop supports MapReduce. Okay, it is a kind of a programming module that can process the data very quickly and parallelly across the cluster. Next, Apache Hadoop is having one other tool is called as a component is called as Yarn, yet another resource negotiator. Okay, so I'll explain everything in a detailed manner. So now next one is Apache HBase. So Apache HBase is also a kind of tool which used in big data analytics. Okay, so it is completely distributed column oriented no SQL database, which is going to build on the top of the Hadoop cluster. So why they designed this particular Apache HBase is it is mainly used for semi-structured and unstructured data store process. Okay, so this particular NoSQL database supports schema-less, and you can able to work with flexible data modeling. And moreover, this particular HBase supports real-time data indigestion and processing, and you can able to querying without knowing the queries. Okay, and moreover, it is optimized for better throughput and it supports low latency. Okay, next one is Apache Hive. Apache Hive is also an important tool, especially in Apache ecosystem for big data analytics. This is a kind of a data warehousing platform, and you can able to query, retrieve the data by writing SQL-like queries. Okay, this particular Hive used for ETL process, extract, transform, and loading. So this ETL process, why we use it for analysis and reporting. So this particular Hive is mainly designed to make everything easier, that allow us to work with large data set that stored in Hadoop file system, HDFS. HDFS is a prime file system. It's a similar like our normal file system, specially designed for Hadoop architecture. HDFS stands for Hadoop Distributed File System. Okay, with the help of this HDFS, we can able to store large amount of data across the different cluster of the nodes which is residing at our Apache Hadoop. So this is completely an important component in Hadoop ecosystem. Why? Because it is so tolerable, fault tolerant, scalable. Okay, so this particular HDFS, how they use it for data storage process. Okay, so and this help to go for data processing. Okay, how it supports, because by using this we can able to apply map reduce kind of operation in Hadoop ecosystem. Data sharing also enabled with the help of this particular HDFS. And moreover, if you want to access infrequent data which is available in HDFS in the form of archives, we can able to extract this. And moreover, if you want to store IoT data, which is large volume also, that possibility also available here. Why people run behind HDFS? Because HDFS is so scalable distributed file system. It is a completely designed for big data storage, and which can allow us to process the data in Hadoop ecosystem. Am I audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let me talk about Hadoop ecosystem. Hadoop ecosystem is Apache product, which is the first big data analytics tool. This is completely open source and distributed fault tolerant network system. Okay, it has so many collection of tools and frameworks which is available in the diagram. You can able to see this HDFS, Yarn, and MapReduce. These are all major key components of the Hadoop ecosystem, because HDFS provides better distributed file storage for storing large data sets. Yarn is for yet another resource negotiator for designed for cluster resource management. It's going to manage the resources and scheduled operations. Another one is MapReduce, is a programming model that is used for processing the data in parallel across the clusters. Okay, next one is we have Apache Pig. Okay, Apache Pig is a high level data processing language framework used in here, especially for scripting purpose. Especially for scripting purpose, we use Apache Pig in Hadoop ecosystem. Next one is Apache Hive. Apache Hive is a kind of data warehouse. Already I said it's a kind of data warehouse, and we can able to retrieve the data by writing the SQL-like query. Okay, it's also a kind of SQL-like query language. Next one is Apache HBase. Apache HBase is a distributed NoSQL database which built on the top of our Hadoop ecosystem. Next one is Apache Spark. Apache Spark I'm going to explain in detail in upcoming slide. Next one is Apache Flink. Apache Flink is a kind of open source platform which is available for batch processing and stream processing, data available in stream form and batch. Next one is Apache Kafka. Apache Kafka is also a distributed streaming platform that designed specially for real-time data processing. Okay. Next one is Apache Spark. I'm talking about Apache Spark. It is a modern uh, big data analytics tool. It is also a completely open source. Apache Hadoop supports only Java programming language, since it is having Java common Java libraries as a modules. Okay, but in big data analytics tool called Apache Spark, it's completely more flexible, fast, and developer friendly open source platform which can able to handle large scale of SQL, since it supports 5 different languages like Java, SQL, Scala, Python, even R. Okay, so this particular software, I mean framework, designed for processing large volume of data, especially in this particular scenario. And moreover, it is so friendly, high performance, scalable, and flexible framework. It has one feature called in-memory computing. This can able to process the data more quicker, especially in memory. Next one is it supports parallel processing like your Hadoop. Okay, so it supports parallel processing. It's going to distribute the task across the clusters better for scalability, and it also supports different data types. I'm going to explain each and everything in upcoming slides. And it supports machine learning and graph. So it has a library for machine learning, and it supports graphics library for graph computing. And moreover, it has the data frames as a separate data types. I'm going to explain in deep. And we are having the team called streaming. It is also available for fast performance on real-time data analytics. So what are the use cases? If I'm talking about this particular common Spark use cases are, it provide better data analytics, and it generate a better report for the organization. And you can able to integrate machine learning and AI here for simpler and faster process. And it supports better real-time data processing and streaming. And moreover, it can able to go with the data integration, and we can do better ETL process. Am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
sir.
Now, can you able to see the comparison slide? Difference between Apache Hadoop and Apache Spark, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now I'm going to compare Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop. So first, let me talk with the processing paradigm. Apache Hadoop supports only MapReduce. Okay, since it is designed with the MapReduce programming module, it supports batch processing. But your Apache Spark, it supports both batch processing and real-time stream processing, since it supports multiple programming languages. And in-memory processing, it's quite limited in Apache Hadoop, but here it has extensive in-memory, especially for iterations. And it is completely, Apache Hadoop is completely Java based, but Apache Spark is having multiple APIs you can able to integrate here. Next one is it's completely relies on HDFS, where Hadoop. But Apache Spark, it's working on any kind of storage, and also it works with different data sources which we integrated. Next one is Apache Hadoop is having only little amount of libraries like MapReduce, HBSpeak, and Hive. But Apache Spark, along with this all things, we have a libraries for batch processing, stream, machine learning, and graphs. Now, what are the components available in Apache Spark? So now let me talk about Apache Spark components. We have Spark SQL. Spark SQL is a component which is especially used in Apache Spark. This Spark SQL especially used for structured data processing, and it is going to provide a SQL interface that help us to do for querying and manipulating the data. So the user can able to write SQL queries that allow them to analyze data in Spark. Okay. Next one is Spark streaming, it is also one important component in Apache Spark. Spark streaming is another one component. It allows it allows enable the real-time data processing, and which can able to do streaming data analytics. So the user can able to process high volume, high velocity, high variety of data streams from the various sources. And moreover, Spark streaming has the features like real-time data processing. So the data can be processed in real time with low latency. That is very, very important. Okay, and it supports high throughput, even though it handles a high volume of data streams, and it's fault tolerant. So here, while you are processing the data, it provide ensure that the continuity even in case of the failures. Okay, and it supports stateful processing that enable real-time analytics. You can able to integrate this particular thing with our other libraries like Spark SQL, mlib, machine learning library, and graphics. Next, I'm talking about mlib in Spark. mlib is also a kind of component, important component, core component of your Apache Spark. So this mlib stands for, you know what, machine learning library. So this particular component that provides that has so many machine learning algorithms, and that used for scalable machine learning process in our big data analytics. During our big data analytics, the user can able to perform various machine learning tasks. Okay, so they can able to do classification, regression, clustering, dimensionality reduction, model selection. All those things we can able to do with this particular mlib in Apache Spark. So you can able to since it supports Python and Scala language, Apache Spark, so you can able to easily write a code in Python and Scala by using the ML libraries. So here we can able to do the predictive modeling, fraud detection. The system we can be able to build like recommendation system. If you want to do for classification like image and text, we can able to do, even though we can able to find out anomaly detection. So some of the ML algorithms which are residing in this particular library are linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, random forest, gradient boosting, neural networks architectures are there, k-means clustering, and PCA, principal component analysis also we can able to do with this particular thing. Next important thing is graphics component. So graphics is a part of working with graph computing. Okay, it is also a unified framework for graph parallel computation. So what we can do with this particular thing, it allows user to perform graph parallel operations. If you have a large scale graph, we can able to perform the things like graph loading and storage, and we can use graph algorithms like page rank, connected components, all those things. We can able to find out the pattern matching, and we can able to go ahead with the graph aggregation and graph join operations. And also it has the feature called graph machine learning. Okay, so all those things, why we use this, when we use this graphics component. So while you are doing social network analysis, and while you build any recommendation systems, network optimization time also we can use. If you are going with data integration to ensure the data quality, that time and all we can able to use these particular things. So what are the algorithms, graphics algorithms are associated in this particular Apache Spark? So it has the like page rank algorithm, connected components, triangle counting, graph clustering, shortest paths algorithm. All those things are integrated here. Now, can you able to see the Apache Spark component architecture? Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Apache Spark architecture, right? Which screen is available? Hello. Excuse me. Can you please reply?
Okay, sir. We are able to see the architecture.
Thank you. So here in Apache Spark, it has so many components. Let me explain about the first component called driver program. Okay, it has Spark context. It is a main program that's going to run the Apache applications. Next one is your cluster manager. Cluster manager, which manages the Spark clusters, like Yarn, how it used for resource management and cluster management in Hadoop. The same replica here, it is called as cluster manager. Cluster manager, which is going to manage the Spark cluster and which manage the schedule task, and also it is allocate the resources for the operation. Okay, next one is we have different nodes called worker nodes. These worker nodes are called as run Spark executors. Okay, which is going to execute the task and store the data. Okay, and we have the individual small component called executor. It is going to run the task. Okay, which is going to store the data and report the result to the driver program, since it is important for it's a main program in Apache Spark architecture. Next, we have different types of data types in supported by Apache Spark. So first and foremost is RDD. RDD is the primary data structure which we used in Apache Spark. It is going to represent a collection of data. Okay, that data is going to be split across multiple nodes in a cluster, since it allows for parallel processing. Okay, so what are the key characteristics of the RDD? RDD stands for resilient distributed data. It is completely resilient. Okay, so we can able to recover the data from the node during the failures. Okay, and also we can able to ensure the data processing during to provide uninterrupted. Okay, next one is distributed. So the data is completely split into partitions, okay, which are processed in parallel across the multiple nodes. Third one is data set. Data set is nothing but it's a collection of data, okay, which can be easily manipulated using various operations. Okay, so here we are going to perform two operations in RDD. One is transformation. Okay, we can able to create new RDD and filter, join, these kind of operations we can able to do with this RDD. Another one is actions. So the operation which is going to help us to get output, like collect, count, save, these are all coming under these all things. Okay, next one is data frames. Okay, data frame is another one data structure supported by Apache Spark. Okay, it is also similar like RDD, but it has so many features. Okay, especially designed for structured data processing in Apache Spark. Okay, so it supports SQL. Okay, why? Because we can able to query it using the SQL, and you can able to perform complex data analysis with the help of this SQL support. And also it is optimized for performance, and even we are having features like catching and broadcast joins also we can able to do. It is type safety because it provides data consistency, and it reduce the errors. Okay, and data frames can easily integrate with data sources, because you can able to convert from the from and to with various sources like JSON or XML or any other format whichever you require. Third one is data set API in Apache Spark. Dataset API is also a fundamental what is that data type in a data supported by Apache Spark, because it introduced in Spark 1.6 version 1.6. Okay, it is also a type safe, and it has one interface called object oriented programming interface. With the help of this object oriented programming interface, which we can able to go for better data processing and write code very easier to work with data, and we can able to do. So what are the key features of this particular data set API? It is a combination. You can able to combine the benefits of both the RDD and data frame. Other than this, it has one unique feature called object oriented programming that features, and we can able to do high level abstractions. Okay, and moreover we can able to integrate with the data frames and RDD. So dataset API, when we use when we work with machine learning pipelines, that time we can able to use this dataset API. Okay, and when we are working like data integration, data warehousing process and all, that time we can able to go with this particular data set APIs. And what are the key methods are associated with this one? So we are going to use the methods like read method, write method, filter method, map and join method. We can able to go ahead with finding out the aggregate, and we can able to use the method called group by, that is going to groups the data by one or more columns. So all these things we can able to do. What is the convenient and efficient way to work with the structured data in Spark? The best data set data structure is data set API. Okay, this is a popular choice for data processing and machine learning tasks. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So applications of big data analytics. Now let me talk about applications of big data analytics. Big data analytics used everywhere. Okay, how they used in healthcare. So the predictive analytics technique, we can use it for disease diagnosis, personalized medicine and drug discovery. All those things we can use big data analytics. Okay, next finance we can use it. We use big data analytics for fraud detection, credit risk assessment, all those things, portfolio optimization and management, all those things we can use big data analytics. Next one is retail industry. They use to find out the customer behavior analysis. We can able to do recommendation system, supply chain optimization, all those things they use big data analytics. Manufacturing industries, they use big data analytics for predictive maintenance, quality control and process optimization to improve the productivity and efficiency. All those things the manufacturing industries use big data analytics. Next one is transportation. They use big data analytics for optimization, like route optimization. They can able to find out the demand, forecast the demand, and they can able to manage the logistics. Okay, energy sector, why they use big data analytics? Because they able to find out the energy consumption analysis, grid optimization, all those things they can able to use. Telecommunication, education, even education, how they use for finding out the students performance, how to improve the student performance, how to make organization our college or university as a #1 university. So they can able to do for education, they use big data analytics for especially for student performance analysis. How we can incorporate personalized learning, introduce personalized learning, curriculum development, all those things big data analytics used especially in education. Okay, so media and entertainment, they use big data analytics for so many things. The featured program, how we featured program if they want to showcase. Banking and securities, they use big data analytics for fraud detection, risk assessment, portfolio management, all those things. Insurance organization, why they use big data analytics? The question may be in your mind, sir, healthcare okay, banking and securities okay, how insurance they use big data analytics? So in big data analytics, insurance company, they use it for assessing the risk. Okay, assess the risk, and based on that they're going to set the premiums. Okay, and big data analytics used in insurance for fraud detection process. Okay, identifying the fraudulent claims, and that help the organization to prevent the financial losses. And moreover, claims processing, personalized policies. For example, some customer required tailored policies. Tailored mean customized policies based on their behavior. The big data analytics help to find out the customized policy for the individual by seeing their behavior and characteristics. The insurance companies, that's why use big data analytics here. So now we are entering into the today's topic, importance of big data analytics, especially in robotics and automation. Okay, let me speak frankly. You can able to come across so many terms, predictive maintenance, especially because you can able to analyze the sensor data to predict equipment failures, reducing downtime and increasing the overall efficiency. We use big data analytics in robotic, and process optimization also. by identifying the areas where we have to do improvement in automation process. Okay, this helps organization to increase their productivity. Third one is the quality control. So the data which is gathering from the sensors and other sources, we can able to detect the anomalies, and we can able to ensure the high quality product or service going to be product. And moreover, big data analytics used in robotics for robot performance analysis. Okay, by gathering the data from the robots, so that you can able to evaluate the performance of the robot. Okay, so where we can able to identify the key areas to be enhanced, so for improvement. And moreover, we can able to optimize the robot operation, since robot operates on battery means, so we can able to optimize the battery also. And moreover, robotics and automation companies, they use big data analytics for innovation and development, because the big data enables the organization to concentrate on innovation. Okay, so how big data help them? Because they are having a data, the organization can able to apply big data analytics, so that the organization can able to develop more advanced and capable robots by analyzing the vast amount of data from the real world application. Okay, so the researchers can able to identify new patterns and insights. What are the ways we can improve the robot design, functionality, and performance? We can able to go ahead of this. Data analysis used in robot safety and reliability. Okay, so the sensor data, by monitoring the sensor data, we can able to identify the potential threats, so that we can able to detect and prevent the malfunctions, so that we can able to ensure the safe operation of the robot. So what are the process involved in data collection and pre-processing in robotics systems? Okay, excuse me, shall I drink water? Give me a 1 minute break. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute, ma'am. I'll take the water.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Sorry for inconvenience. Thank you. Now, can you able to see the screen, data collection and pre-processing? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So sorry for inconvenience. Now we are going to discuss about how the data is collected and pre-processed in robotic system. We are going to collect data acquisition is nothing but collecting the data. So we are going to collect the data from various sources like sensors. Okay, so you know what, the robots are equipped with sensors. Okay, like the sensors like cameras, they are having the lidars, GPS, and tactical sensors. So these sensors, I'll collect the data from the environment. That will be one source of collection. Next, the collected data need to be clean and processing. So we use here pre-processing the data and collection. So we are going to remove the noises, inconsistency, missing data, all those things we are going to be removed here, and this help us to make data consistent. Okay. Next one is data transformation operation will also be taken care here. So we are going to convert the data into different form of data into one form, unified form. Okay. So that is going to help us to normalize the values. Next one is we are going to apply some labeling. Okay, data labeling. So this data labeling also adding label and annotation for data to do some training purpose. Okay. Next one is here in processing, data pre-processing, we are going to use the techniques like filtering, thresholding, normalization process, feature extraction, feature scaling, all those things we are going to do. Next one is after pre-processing the data, we are going to integrate the data and storing. Okay. What we are going to do here in integration, so the integration is nothing but since we collected the data from various sources, the data will be like available in different forms. So what we need to do, we have to apply first data ingestion. Okay, data ingestion is nothing but collect the data from various sources. Afterwards we have to go for processing, already I explained. Third one is data fusion we have to do here in this data integration process. Data fusion is nothing but converting the multiple form of data, different forms of data into unified form, the authorized form or understandable form for data analytics process. Understood, my dear? So that process we have to do. Once we have done this one, we have to store the data in different storage things like data repositories, store in the data like databases, data warehouses, cloud storage. We have to store, and afterwards we have to manage the data by using the data schema, metadata, and data access. So providing retrieving the data by writing the queries and data access for analysis and processing, all those things we have to use. So what are the benefits of this particular data collection and pre-processing in robotic system? So we can able to convert the data from different forms into one unified data view form. So that can help us to do better analysis and finding out the better hidden patterns rather than by using the raw data which is collected from sources. Next one is we can able to remove inconsistency, so we can get better. We used to get better data consistency. Next one is the data quality is automatically enhanced after doing all this process. Okay, and moreover, the data access and retrieval process will also be improved. That is very important. Moreover, the data will become more flexible after doing all these things. So now let me speak about the I spoke about the advantages. Let me speak about the challenges. While you are doing this process, what are the challenges we used to face at the time of this? So next, the first and foremost is the data format variability. Data is available in different forms: image, PDF, scanned, emails. So we have data in different forms. Okay. Then the quality issue, especially the data quality issue, even after pre-processing, also sometimes the data quality, since it is collected from poor data, it is called as a poor data collected from the source which is not viable, and that source is not that much capable. Okay, and privacy concerns also here very important. Next, the final one is the challenge important is data governance and management is so hard for organization to manage. So next one is a predictive maintenance and optimize. So mainly big data analytics used in robotics and process automation. Why? Because this term, I am going to replace this term predictive maintenance everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Why? Because it is a repeated process. That's why most of the organization like robotics and automation organization uses big data for this particular predictive maintenance and optimization. So here predictive maintenance optimization, how we are going to predict when the machine or equipment are likely to fail, and what are the steps or proactive steps we need to take care to prevent or mitigate the failure which happened. So this particular predictive maintenance and process optimization help organization to reduce the downtime, and moreover, this help the organization to improve their efficiency, and afterwards they improve the productivity. So here what are the technologies used for this particular thing? So we use IoT sensor for data collection process. We use big data platforms like Hadoop, Spark, all those things. We use analytics tools like R programming, Python, all those things. We use Tableau for data visualization. We use machine learning algorithms for processing, and we use cloud-based services for storage and other kind of stuff. So what are the which type of organization they use this kind of things? So manufacturing, oil and gas, because oil and gas and all, they use 24/7 operation. So definitely they required this kind of big data analytics for predictive maintenance and optimization. Energy utilities, energy sector also required, because smart grid management, all those things, power consumption. Smart transportation also uses this particular big data analytics. Healthcare and aerospace also they uses this. So how we can use enhancing robot decision making with the big data analytics. How we can enhance robot decision making in big data analytics? Okay, so with the help of big data analytics, we are gathering some hidden patterns and insights. Okay, with the help of these insights, we can able to find out analyzing the large amount of data from various sources, that after applying machine learning algorithms, we use to identify the patterns and predictions. After predictions, we are going to integrate these insights into the robot for decision making process. Okay, so it allows the robot to think like human by enabling real time data analysis. Okay, next one is enabling the robot to adapt to the changing circumstances. I mean, adaptive control also we are going to provide, so that the robot can able to learn from the experiences. Okay, and moreover, we are going to use predictive modeling here. This predictive modeling help to identify the future outcome based on the historical data. So the robot can able to do anticipate the changes, so that it can able to optimize their strategies, make a more effective decision based on the forecasted scenario. And what type of applications, I mean, where we use? So the industrial robots we can use, service robotics, autonomous vehicle. Yeah, nowadays our cars are coming up with the technology called ADAS, automatic driver assistance system. So these kind of things they use as enhanced robot decision making with big data analytics. So next one is sorry. Can you able to see the screen? Improving robotic process automation with the big data analytics. Hello? Which slide you can able to see?
Yes, sir, we can see the screen.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So how we can improvise the robotics and automation with the big data analytics? So this is quite interesting. We can able to automate the task. Okay, so with the help of data, so that we can able to apply analytics that help organization to optimize the performance. Okay, especially robotics and automation, it is going to optimize the performance, so that we can able to gain the better efficiency and decision making. So first, task automation. So this particular thing, we are going to automate the repeated task. Okay, so how we are going to automate the repeated task? First, we need to identify the patterns. Okay, based on that patterns, we have to allow robot to perform this kind of task with minimal human intervention. Next one is process optimization. So by analyzing the data which we gather from the robotic process, so first we need to identify the bottlenecks. Okay, that bottlenecks we have to remove it. This help us for process improvements and increased efficiency. Third one is find out the errors and correction. Okay, big data analytics especially helpful for us to detect and correct the error, especially in robotic processes. Okay, so it can allow us to identify the errors. Afterwards, it allows us to improve the accuracy That's help us to reduce the malfunctions of the malfunctions. Okay. What are the challenges and limitations in big data analytics in robotics? The first and foremost is data security and privacy. As I said, we are going to work with sensitive data. Okay, if I make my data, if I make the data more inconsistent or malicious, the robot will behave differently. You would have seen the movie. You could have seen the movie called Robot. I mean, Endran in Tamil, the first part. So the how the Chitti Robo have been become malicious. So like that only I'm telling. So the we have to protect some sensitive information, sensitive information by unauthorized access. Next one is you know what, data complexity and management. So the robots used to collect the data from various sources, and the data is large in size. Okay, so the challenges for the organization, especially in robotic and robotic and automation, the data storage, processing and managing. So what do we need to do? We have to find out the better data management solutions. Third one is interpretability and explainability. Okay, some machine learning algorithm used in big data analytics, they are very difficult to understand the robot decisions. Okay, so since robots require transparency in their operation, so we have to identify the right thing. These are all some of the challenges we face. What are the future trends and applications of big data in robotics? So as I said, big data analytics is a driving force in your robotic and process automation. With help of this, we can able to make autonomous robot which can think like a human and make independent decision. Okay, next one is we can able to integrate AI. Okay, so we can combine AI and big data analytics so that the robots can learn from the experience. They can able to adapt with the new situations, and they can able to solve large and complex problems. And moreover, we are going to think about IoT, Internet of Robotic Things. Okay, it is also a kind of a network of interconnected robots that can able to share among them the data. Okay, they can able to collaborate each other to perform complex tasks. Okay, next, human robot collaboration. Big data enable the development of robots that can able to collaborate easily with humans. Okay, they can able to share the task with human, and they can able to perform responsibilities and efficient manner. So I have taken on small case study. In this case study, how big data analytics in robotic and process automation organization. So the data sources, we use sensor data like camera, so many things. Organize operational data, which are like financial data. For example, if you want to automate the salary credit process, payroll process, the financial data, which is called as operational data. So maintenance record of the machineries and other kind of stuff. External data is nothing but customer feedbacks, okay, stakeholders feedbacks, all those things are coming under external data. Next, if I want to implement big data analytics in robotic company, I need to think about analytics platform. So the organization, they have to go with some big data analytics platform that can able to integrate the data, get the data from various sources, process them in real time, and moreover, they can able to gain some meaningful insights. So for that one, we use Hadoop, Apache Hadoop for distributed data storage and processing. For quick real-time data processing, we can go ahead with Apache Spark. For machine learning model development, we can go ahead with TensorFlow. And for data visualization and dashboard creation, we can go ahead with Tableau. So what are the use cases we have to consider here for big data analytics in robotics and process automation? So to avoid shutdown of the machines and other kind of stuff, errors, and to reduce the downtime and maintenance cost, so we can go ahead with the predictive maintenance. We can able to achieve with this particular thing, and we can able to perform reduce the we can apply optimization here in our regular optimization operations, so that we can able to reduce the high errors, so that we can able to do some adjustment in the performance. And moreover, big data analytics, especially used in robotics process automation, robotics and automation organization for better customer insights. So we have a data related to customer. So to identify the customer behavior and preferences by analyzing this particular customer feedback, so that the company can able to tailor the products and services that help the company to fulfill the needs of the customer. So what are the benefits we can able to achieve with this big data analytics by using in robotics and automation? So the enhanced decision making we can able to do, improved efficiency and productivity. As I said, operational optimization if you apply, so you can able to achieve this second point. Third one is a predictive maintenance. So by having a data related to machineries, so that we can able to reduce the downtime and improve the productivity. Fourth one is the robots can able to adapt with the changes, and they can able to learn from the experience, so that the robot will become so faster learning and adoption. What are the challenges we have here? The first and foremost is integrating the data, because data is collected from various sources, so that the accuracy and consistency is the biggest challenge in front of us during the data integration. Second one is as you know, the volume of data is every day growing. It's the biggest challenge in front of us. So what we have to do, we have to consider by doing scalable infrastructure and processing capabilities, so that increasing number of robots can able to generate huge volume of data. So that's not a matter of that. Next one is, if you are implementing big data analytics solution, so we require skilled professionals. Okay, there should be expertise in data science, machine learning, and cloud computing. So that skill gap need to be fulfilled here. The fourth and important is data security. So the security and privacy of the sensitive data is so crucial. When you are dealing with customer information, the privacy is the biggest challenge for an organization. So we have to consider these all things. I think that's all, ma'am. Do you have any queries? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Do you have any questions? Kartika ma'am, are you there? Kartika ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Shall I leave, ma'am?
Okay,
I
sir.
told
Then
you
I'll
already I'm in a meeting. I'm having a meeting.
Okay,
Shall I
sir.
wait?
Okay, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wonderful section. It was very useful, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. Any queries, you can feel free to ask them. I'll share the things, whatever you require. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Can leave the sections today. Tomorrow also same link. Thank you all participants.